So this stuff I've tried. Loaded with sugar. Tried this. Tried this. Of course, I've tried this. Everybody, I think, has tried muscle milk. Tried this. Tried this. Tried all these drinks. If Speed Stack weren't enough, you have Extreme Speed Stack.
The supplement industry is very unregulated. You don't have to have FDA approval to come out with a dietary supplement. That gives people room to come out with some, lower quality products.
This product says new legal formula on it. I don't know what the old what the old formula really had in it. Belizean man vine extract.
I don't want any part of that.
Best if used by date and lot number on bottom of can.
Yep.
I always thought the health industry was about, health. Why does it feel like we're back in the Wild West?
It'll clean your teeth and curl your hair. The best in the West. I wouldn't be dead without a bottle.
Well, we can all thank the senator from Utah, Orrin Hatch.
Look how good he looks. I want to get his brand, is what I want to do.
See, the health industry is big business in Utah. They make almost a quarter of all the dietary supplements in America. And supplements are a $24 billion industry. So you do the math. Making supplements used to be like making prescription drugs. You had to prove your product was safe and effective before you could sell it. Well, the supplement cowboys in Utah thought that was a real hassle. So they asked their favorite senator to change the rules around. And now you don't have to prove your product is safe at all. And the FDA has to prove that it's not safe if they want to take it off the market.
What is this red goop?
This is the Canadian version of Redline. We had to take out some of the ingredients that aren't legal in Canada.
Thanks to this deregulation, the supplement industry exploded, and all sorts of new and interesting people got in on the action.
Yeah, we were always a good team, whether we were selling drugs or whether we're selling a supplement like we are now. Jekyll and Hyde supplements, formulated to awaken your other side. Take this and all of a sudden you become the freak, the monster. Everybody wants to become a monster.
If Valentino can make a supplement, I bet anyone can do it.
Hola.
How many guys you need?
I need 2 guys. We're making dietary supplements, and I just need a hand with a couple things. It'll be really easy.
All I need you guys to do is take the white.
What do you say?
Boom.
First, you buy a bunch of really popular ingredients. But the trick is, I'm just going to use a tiny amount of each one. It's what we like to call in the supplement biz, pixie dusting. See, I can hide my secret formula behind the term proprietary blend and not reveal that it's pretty much just a pill full of rice flour.
This is a good way to make a lot of money. Don't sneeze in the supplements here.
But with all those expensive ingredients on the label, I can make this bottle for about $1.40 and sell it for $60. Thanks, Orrin.
We're in the supplement business now.
The scary part is that everything I just did is by the book. Well, except for the illegal immigrant day laborers. But hey, nobody's regulating them either.
Dietary supplements are substances that consist of vitamins, minerals, herbs, enzymes, or amino acids. You can either drink or eat supplements, which come in the form of pills, liquids, or capsules. Unlike drugs, supplements are not intended to treat, diagnose, prevent, or cure diseases. Claims about reducing pain or treating heart diseases can only be made by drugs. Supplements should not replace meals, substitute prescription pills, or be combined with medicine. Retailer stores such as Walmart, Walgreens, and GNC have been investigated. Many of their supplements were found to not contain herbs of what they claimed. Numerous consumers have been defrauded in order for companies to rake in cash. However, there are 3 steps you can take to ensure the supplement you're purchasing is genuine. Step 1. Labels can be difficult to understand considering how much information is buried within, but you will want to look for specific labels such as USP certifications and NSF labels. The company behind these certifications have verified that the listed ingredients do exist and are not contaminated. Step 2. Find out where the product is coming from. Take notes on who is manufacturing the supplement and where they are doing it. Certain parts of the world are known for creating fake supplements or even have products that are contaminated with heavy metals. Search the prices and determine what the regular value is. If it's suspiciously low, avoid it. Step 3. Continue researching on the label and dig into the details of the product. As an extra precaution, you can check the USADA website for any prohibited supplements.
Okay, so yeah, 6 or 7 years ago, me and my brother were going to the gym to work out, and he had this bottle, this new supplement called Jacked. It was a pre-workout. So we open it, we take a scoop, and we were actually having like a really good workout. And then like an hour in, I noticed I'm sweating really bad, which isn't like totally abnormal, so I wasn't too worried. Then another 30 minutes goes by, and my vision starts getting blurry. So then I started to worry a little bit more, like, oh, what did I take? And then by the end of the workout, my vision had like completely gone. I couldn't see anything. It was all really blurry. So I told him, I was like, man, you're gonna have to drive me to the hospital because I can't even walk. And I was shaking really bad, like I had the chills. And this is like August, so it's super hot. And we get in his car, and I had to blast the heat. And the air from the heat just felt like cold air. So I just kept shaking and shaking. So we get to the hospital. They take my blood pressure, which was really high. They take my weight, which I weighed 180 pounds, 185 pounds. No, 180. And at the gym that morning, I weighed 195 pounds. So I'd lost 15 pounds just from sweating. So they started asking me all these questions because I'm shaking and sweating really bad. And they're like, asking me if I'd taken any street drugs. And I was like, holy shit. And so they couldn't really do anything for me, so they just started giving me fluids, and eventually the symptoms kind of calmed down. And then about a month or two later, I was watching ABC News, and they were doing a story on 2 U.S. soldiers who had died of a heart attack. And it was linked to an ingredient in Jacked, or Jacked 3D, that was called, like, I think it's DMMA or DMAA. And the FDA was trying to get it removed from the shelves. And I think they eventually did in 2013, and now that ingredient is considered banned.
In July of 2013, USP Labs voluntarily destroyed its DMAA-containing products. This was the result of legal follow-up action by the FDA. Under its Administrative Detention Authority, the FDA can detain a food or dietary supplement product if the agency has reason to believe that the product is altered or misbranded. The agency can then keep the detained products out of the marketplace for a maximum of 30 days while it determines whether or not to take further enforcement action such as seizure. However, under FDA regulations, detained articles can be voluntarily destroyed by their owner.
In a recent study, more than 40% of all herbal products failed to contain as much as their active ingredient as listed on their label, or substituted cheaper ingredients for more expensive ones. This lack of quality control has even caused high-profile athletes to fail drug tests because of their undocumented prescription medications in them. In a recent study, 81% of websites marketing herbal products made at least one health claim. 50% of these health claims claimed to treat, prevent, diagnose, or cure specific diseases despite regulations that banned them from making these claims. Black cohosh is a dietary supplement usually taken to alleviate the symptoms associated with menopause and is found in many stores across the nation such as GNC. The side effects of black cohosh is that it thins your blood. And when this is ingested with warfarin, the drug interaction can cause potentially fatal bleeding due to an increased international normalized ratio. So if you were to buy this dietary supplement from your local pharmacy, you would most likely be asked and warned not to take it if you're on warfarin, but the chances of that happening when you go to your local GNC are astronomically low. This helps bring up the question of if retail stores such as GNC should be allowed to sell dietary supplements when they have no idea about the prescription drug interactions that could potentially be fatal if not warned before consumption. Through the FDA, prescription medications must be proven safe and effective through clinical trials before being sold to the general public. However, dietary supplements are assumed to be safe and effective until proven otherwise, and do not require clinical trials to prove their safety and efficacy. The FDA's only requirement for them is for the manufacturer to send the product label to the FDA. Dietary supplements have had a positive impact on our society. They've allowed us to attain and take these supplements that could be potentially beneficial for our health without having to pay extremely high prices in the process of them being regulated by the government. They have increased the awareness of health to the general public and promotes living a healthy lifestyle. They also give us quick access to necessary vitamins, such as vitamin D, in areas of the country that do not receive enough sunlight for our recommended daily allowance, such as Montana. As a group, we feel that by not having supplements monitored by the FDA for safety and potency standards, that this is not in turn beneficial for the American public. We also think that the personnel selling these drugs should have to be extremely knowledgeable about the drug interactions and chemical makeup of the drug before being allowed to sell them. This type of intense schooling should be equal to that of a pharmacist. We think that the ethical perspective that comes into play by the supplement stores is that of short-term versus long-term. We think that they are in the short term benefiting by selling supplements to the public without having to go through the government, and are not concerned with the long-term health effects that they may cause to their customers from selling them something like supplements. By supplements being government regulated, they will in turn cost more, but will help the consumer, and this fits in with the ethical principle of utilitarianism. This states that the best action is that of one that benefits all.